Sometimes the smallest things change everything. A single kind act, a gentle word, a quiet gesture, they echo louder than we think. This is the story of a wolf who learned that true strength isn't in power or fear, but in kindness. In the deep woods near a quiet town called Riverview lived a wolf named Luca. Now, Luca wasn't like most wolves. He was strong, yes, fast, absolutely, but deep inside, he carried a storm. He had spent most of his life alone, believing that being tough meant never caring too much. He hunted alone, he slept alone, and he told himself, that's how you survive. But one cold morning, something happened that changed his life forever. Luca was walking by the frozen river when he saw a little bird trapped under a branch. Its wing was hurt, trembling from the cold. At first, Luca thought, it's just nature, survival of the fittest. But then something in him whispered, what if you helped? So for the first time, Luca listened to that voice. He gently nudged the branch away, picked up the bird, and carried it to a warm cave. He shared a bit of his food, just a little, and waited till the bird stopped shaking. That day, Luca didn't feel weak. He felt something he hadn't felt in a long time, peace, and that was his first kindness habit. Every morning after that, Luca looked for small ways to help. Sometimes it was freeing another trapped animal. Sometimes it was leaving food near the river for those too weak to hunt. He realized you don't need to be rich or powerful to help. You just need a heart that cares. One afternoon, Luca met a young fox named Milo. Milo was loud, clumsy, and always trying to impress others. Luca used to snap at him, growl, roll his eyes, walk away. But one day, he noticed how Milo's ears would drop whenever he did that. So Luca tried something different. He spoke softly, encouraged instead of criticizing. He said, "You'll get better, kid. Keep trying." And Milo's eyes lit up like the morning sun. That was Luca's second habit. Weeks passed. The forest began to bloom again. One evening, as Luca watched the sunset, he realized how much had changed. The wind felt softer. The river sounded like laughter. He looked at his paws, then at the sky, and whispered, "Thank you for this life." Since that day, Luca made it a habit. Every night he found one thing to be grateful for. Sometimes it was the warmth of the fire, sometimes the sound of rain, and sometimes just the fact that he was alive to feel it all. Then came the hardest one, listening. A deer named Ella came to Luca one day, trembling. She had lost her child and couldn't stop crying. Luca didn't know what to say. He wasn't used to tears. So he just stayed, quiet, listening. And somehow, that silence said more than any words could. Ella later said, "You helped me heal." Luca hadn't realized, sometimes kindness isn't about fixing. It's about being there. One night, Luca came face to face with his past, a scarred wolf named Ryder. Years ago, Ryder had attacked him for territory, leaving a deep wound on his leg. Now, Ryder was weak, hungry, and limping. Every instinct in Luca screamed for revenge, but then he remembered everything he had learned. He took a deep breath and said, "You can stay near the cave tonight. There's food." Ryder stared in shock, and for the first time in years, Luca felt free. Because forgiveness isn't about saying what they did was okay. It's about letting go so you can move forward. Seasons changed again. The forest grew brighter, more alive. Animals who once feared Luca now came to him for guidance. They called him the gentle wolf. And one morning, as the little bird he once saved flew above his head, Luca smiled. He realized true power doesn't come from how much others fear you. It comes from how much love you spread. He had started with one small act of kindness and ended up changing not just his world, but everyone else's too. And maybe that's how it works for all of us. You don't need to change the whole world today. Just start small. Help someone. Speak kindly. Be grateful. Listen. Forgive. Because kindness is like light. Once you turn it on, you'll never want to live in the dark again.